People ask me, what qualifications does one need to have to become a railway chaplain? I very much wanted to make sure to do what the Lord wanted me to do. My name is Humphrey Gillott, and I'm a railway mission chaplain. In essence, a railway chaplain is pastor to railway people. I went to Bible college, and really and truly, with my experience of life generally, both from social life, my banking career, my career with the mission agency, courses that I've been on for all different things, from Christian courses to management courses, etc. My life's experience has gone towards the qualifications to become a railway chaplain.
How are you? Very well, yourself?
Good to see you. Oh, nice to see you again.
And you?
So, just visiting here today, come say hi to one or two folk, see how they are.
Very well.
And also hello there. The mission itself was founded in 1881 and was founded by Christian men and women together with the executives, directors of railway companies who wanted to care for the physical and spiritual well-being of railway workers. And so chapels, railway chapels, were built in main railway areas such as York and Manchester and Derby and Crewe. There were a lot of ministers around the country, each with their church, ministering to the railway people. And it wasn't until around about 1970 with the first chaplain appointed who was not actually chapel based. Just to say that I mentioned last week, thank you for your prayers last week. He looked after an area of railway, and so it's exactly the same with the chaplains now. We look after an area of railway and the railway people in it, of course, and also passengers as and when necessary. Some are full-time, some are part-time, some are voluntary, some are ordained, some are lay. Should see us as something distinctive. Sometimes the gospel causes offence. In ourselves, we are meant to be salt and light. The chaplains today, there are 16 of us around the country, Scotland, England and Wales, and we endeavour to have a pastoral concern for all railway people, whoever they may be, whether it be managers and executive through to station staff, train staff, engineering staff, right the way through. Anybody who works on the railway come under our pastoral care. On a daily basis, I visit people on stations, signal boxes, railway installations of all sorts. To me, it's a great show. I thoroughly enjoy talking to them, getting to know their craft, allowing them to get to know me, and should they need a confidential ear at any time, maybe they haven't got a close colleague they would want to talk to, or say a church minister or friend or member of the family, I and the other railway chaplains are there for them to come and have a confidential talk to at any time. Driving trains and being a guard is a very exacting job and a very demanding role. Going to railwaymen in their restrooms, I respect the fact that they're there to rest. Travelling down, I enjoy coming up to Bletchley. There's always interesting folk to see. And I buy and read railway magazines, and when I've read them, I like to share them out with people, and perhaps I might take them into a restroom and share them round, and then that'll start a conversation which might not happen otherwise. And today, of course, we went from Berkhamsted down to Harrow and Wealdstone. not so long ago they had their second suicide in about 6 months, which shook some of the staff up. Today's visit was a pastoral visit to see how the staff were in the aftermath of the tragedy of the 2 suicides, particularly the last one.
Maggie, how are you?
Hello, Humphrey. Nice
Good to see you too. Lovely.
We have a non-executive committee. We have a chairman, vice chairman and committee, men who have worked on the railway and in many different areas of the railway, as it were, bringing in a wide experience to the mission. We have an executive director, and then we now have 16 chaplains. We've just had one more appointed for the north of Scotland. The funds for the railway mission come from church groups, individuals, and also to a very large extent now the train operating companies themselves are providing funds to enable us to carry out the work that we do. And certainly our profile, it's sad that it has actually happened in this way, but our profile has been raised in the last few years over the tragedies that have been really since Ladbroke Grove, and my senior colleague, he had a presence at each of the 4 tragedies after Ladbroke Grove, Hatfield and Great Heck and Potter's Bar, which certainly raised the profile of the mission and showed the railway companies the value of the railway chaplaincy.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll see you again. Bye.
The 11:45 Virgin train service to Wolverhampton, now ready for boarding at platform 6. Calling out.
Sid, how are you? Lovely to see you. How are things today?
I've had a love of railways literally since the pram. My mother's side of the family. Literally since the pram. My mother's side of the family. Great grandfather, he was a railway engineer, wrote railway novels and railway engineering books in the Victorian era. My grandparents used to take my brother and myself up to the railway at Northwood, Middlesex, on the GC and Met joint out of Marylebone, and it was really our third home. After ours, my grandparents, the station was our third home.